Not gonna do this. Nope. Nope. Don't do it, Justin. I do not want to talk about these movies again. Gotta give it to the fans though. They've asked for it. They deserve it. Gotta do it. Nope. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Alright, let's do it. Top 10 worst films of 2016. Hey everybody, Justin Watches Movies here with the worst films of 2016. Finally watched some ones I needed to watch, and I'm finally here to talk to you guys today about the worst films. These were horrible films that I sat through in theaters or at home and just questioned why I did this. Why do I watch these movies? Why do I put myself through this? Just like any year, there were some films I did not see, probably would have been on this list, but didn't feel like watching them. So I'm going to talk to you guys first about some dishonorable mentions. Movies that were really bad, but not quite as bad as the top 10 worst films. Some dishonorable mentions include Hands of Stone, very bad boxing movie. Allegiant, very bad young adult movie. Ice Age Collision Course, just stop what you're doing. Just stop. Boo, a Medea Halloween. There was no boo in there at all. I was not scared. Dirty Grandpa. Not sure what Robert De Niro was doing. True Memoirs of an International Assassin. Yeah. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Nope. And Incarnate. Sure, why not? Alright guys, here is my top 10 worst films of 2016. This is not going to be a long, in-depth review. Just like every other list video, this is my list, this is my personal opinion. You might have something different, but this is what I thought were the worst films of 2016. So starting off with number 10 is... Mechanic Resurrection, or Mechanic 2, was a film that I did not care about what Jason Statham was doing at all. You don't even know Jessica Alba. Why would you risk your life, 3 different missions to rescue Jessica Alba? You don't even know her. The action was bad, it was cheesy, it was stupid. That's why it sits at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is... Shut In bored me. It bored me so much, and it was cliche. They had animals popping out of nowhere to scare you. Yes, that is a quality scare. The storyline was questionable at times, and then it got to the big reveal, and I was like, that is not something I want to watch. Coming in at number 8 is... Max Steel is one of the most recent films I've seen. The voice actor for Steel was like, it wasn't very believable. I didn't feel like you could be at any help to someone because you sound like an annoying teenager. And then Max was an annoying teenager. So they kind of worked together because they both were annoying, but I didn't feel like they could be a superhero at all. And the little creature Steel could really help out anybody. The action was bad. The story was bad. The reveals were bad. The whole movie was just bad. Coming in at number 7 is... Nine Lives was the most unfunny movie I've ever seen. It tried so hard to be fun and family friendly and hilarious that Kevin Spacey's a cat. None of it came out as funny. And the soundtrack, the musical score was just glaring. It was blaring all the time, and it was just going over the top of the film, and the movie was just, it was not funny. I don't know what Kevin Spacey was doing. He did not care about what he was doing at all. The whole cast just seemed like they did not want to be there, and it really, really showed. Coming in at number 6 is... The Disappointments Room was a film where I didn't even know what I was watching. What was the story? I am not sure what the point of this film was. It started off with not even telling us what the point of them moving to this house was. Why are certain things happening to Kate Beckinsale? Why is she seeing things? And then they revealed what was happening. And I thought it was kind of cool as to why she has this room, but it was just like... Explain it a little more previously, because I didn't really know what I was watching for like 75% of the film. Didn't know what the point of this film was. Alright guys, getting down to the top 5 worst films of 2016. Coming at number 5 is... The Darkness was a film that came out in May, and yeah, it starred Kevin Bacon and I think the young boy from Incarnate as well, so he's not doing too good this year either. This was a poorly written horror film, no scares whatsoever, a dumb reasoning as to why these things are happening to the kids and the family. Just, it was ridiculous. Coming in at number 4 is... 50 Shades of Black was ripping off 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey is not very good, and so 50 Shades of Black. What do you think? You think it's gonna be good? No, it sucks. It was not funny. They tried way too hard to be funny. And I remember when spoof movies used to be good. I used to love watching spoof movies. Now it's just like, you know they're going to be bad, and you're going to know that they're going to be on this list. Coming in at number 3 is... Meet the Blacks was another spoof movie of the Purge movies, and this movie tried even harder than 50 Shades of Black to be funny, and once again, it was awkward, not funny, it was stupid, it was like poor quality for a film, no redeeming qualities whatsoever, just a film that I sat there and it was like... Coming in at number 2 is... Gods of Egypt. What? What was that? What? I don't know what I watched. That was bad. I think the worst thing about this film was the CGI. The special effects were horrible. Especially this tall monster god and then this young boy who's supposed to be helping him. It was like, ugh, it was so bad. You could tell that they just like took him and just like enlarged him for CGI and just like, yeah, you're pretty big now, you're working. Gerard Butler was just like tried way too hard. He was over the top, and then the other god just did not try at all. So you have like a mixture of people trying way too hard and then people just like not caring at all. I like Egypt and I like the gods and the stories behind them, but watching this film makes me not want to learn anything about them ever again. And the last film of 2016, the worst film I have seen this year. Norma the North. Norma the North is the worst film of 2016. Yes, a twerking polar bear voiced by Rob Schneider. It's a January release. You can anticipate that it's going to be on this list. The animation quality was bad. Don't know why it was even released in theaters. When it was supposed to be a straight to DVD film, it sucked. It was not funny. It was really awkward, especially when he was a twerking polar bear and listening to his iPod. It was a dumb storyline. I don't even think kids enjoyed this film. There were some kids scattered around in the movie theater and I didn't even hear one chuckle in this movie theater. It was that bad. So, thank you guys for sticking around this year with my reviews. You'll probably watch some of these reviews and seeing how I felt about those movies. So what is your worst film of 2016? Comment down below with your worst film or even your top 10 worst films. Leave a link down below with your video. I will definitely go over there and check it out. I hate those movies. This is Justin Watches Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.